welcome back to TimberBorn. And last time we attempted to fix our almost flooding issue. I think we've just about managed it. So, yep, but that did come with some unintended problems, or maybe just unanticipated, dominantly to do with the contamination of our aquatic garden. So one of the ways that I want to deal with that is by sectioning this piece off. That will help with the issues of contamination that we had in here. And to be honest, we could probably just terrain block those in because they serve no real purpose. But yeah, I think we'll use floodgates, or a lot of floodgates, so we can open the area up to allow good water to flow. Although, do we really need to? Probably not. So maybe we could just have some floodgates and some levees. So our wood supply is okay. So we're going to do that. I know that looks kind of ugly at the moment, but that's just so we can build. And we will do some single high floodgates, do 3. And we will do some levees like that. And that should allow us to bring water into here when good water is flowing, but keep bad water away. And that will deal with the contamination in this area. Over here, we are going to have to rely on contamination barriers because otherwise we are going to have issues with the flow of water. So let's prioritize putting those in. We can get to them from the aquatic farms, so that's okay. We were working on improving our housing, but I'm waiting for them to build the large warehouses. We want storage for, just looking at what we've got. We'll do grilled potatoes and we'll do bread. And what I need to think about is that the housing is only 2 deep. So we end up with some space. And it's how we make use of that is the question. So let's work on, we need to put in some double platforms. And when I built this in the Lost video, and I wasn't really happy with what I built. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do that. We will do staircases to get in, because I want this to sort of look nice as well. It's not normally something that I particularly do. And then I think we'll maybe put in a couple of contemplation spots like that, and then maybe we put in some shrubs down there. And then what I'm thinking is that we can then do rooftop terraces that are essentially at ground level. But because they're built on something, they count as rooftop. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put little roofs over their entrances so we can get to build those. I'm just going to low prioritize those, but I kind of like that. It's not quite as overly engineered as what I did before. So yeah. We are getting on with building these. We need metal blocks, which means metal blocks is a constant problem. Hopefully we are importing metal blocks, and over here we have metal block production running at a much better efficiency. So we've only just got enough scrap metal because we are running our mine over here and it's not really producing very well. So I haven't seen people's feedback yet because I'm recording this, this first section of the video before you guys have seen the last one. So detonate that and put in our triple floodgate. We'll get that built before we open this up because, for example, we don't want bad water coming through. So we need to be clearing out some of these bigger birch trees as we come through. So we will need a staircase to get down there. But yeah, I think running the scavenger flags is going to be much more effective until we've got a consistent supply of the bits that we need. And that's mainly gears. Gears have been a constant issue for us. So not sure why, apart from the fact that apart from the obvious that we just don't have enough gear workshops. So, and this is going to eat up a fair few gears. This is our giant vertical framed flywheel, or large technically. So, and we're also building these, which are using a lot of resources, but we need them. So we've got a lot of building going on actually. So I think probably we need to let some of that happen and let things catch up. Going to assign this some priority so that we can get that going and done, although we're not really short of that or the antidote that it produces. So, and this guy can be paused because he's basically had a monster holiday. Yeah, he does not need to be sat in there doing nothing when we are basically short of beaver power. So let's pause you. I'll call again that built. In fact, they might have got most of that built, so we would then put in another deep mechanical pump, and we need to, once that's built, get power to it. And we could maybe run power along the top there and then down. We won't need these ladders once it's built. In fact, we probably don't need them anyway because they can build it from above. So what I'm thinking, as I say, we've got a load of stuff to build and plan more. 2, 3, 4. Because we are using that, and then we bring power along like that. Not like that. Like this. Actually, I'm going to replace that one. I really prefer using the top pieces, so we'll do that because I think it looks a bit neater. And yeah, hopefully they can build all of that, most of that, maybe. So, but that's not a priority. Yeah. So I actually think that in the interests of everyone's sanity, because it can be frustrating as we wait for everything to be built. Obviously, this is not like the Mega Build series where I jump ridiculous amounts of time. But yeah, I'm thinking that we might just get caught up on all of our building. So, because there's a lot planned out and I can't keep planning stuff and it not getting built. So I'm going to let the game progress a little, and I'll come back when we've got less queued up, I think. So I've played a bit, but I felt I was getting in danger of turning this into a mega build episode, so we are back. The bad tide is about to end, so that's why I've got the game paused. I have replaced a bunch of explosives, and I've done this deeper 3x3, and we're going to put a dam in here to hold water in to see if we can use this channel to hydrate some areas. And I'll probably put some more in. Might flow the river slightly different ways. We will see. I was just starting to do that. But over here now, we have these guys focused on building some water wheels, because metal is still a massive issue, and I want to get some metal production going on in this district. But first we need power, so put some platforms in so they can get across the bad water, and they are building those, and I'll put some levees in here to focus the flow. And I might need to do more than one layer, but well, if I make a start, I can make a start, and we can plan out then where to put the smelters, because I'm not sure where we're going to put those. And over here it might be an option, but it's potentially a little bit far. We'll see. So that's going on. This got built and I put in a bad tide pump to pump out the bad water, but it turns out that that is not enough to actually, it has now dealt with the, it just took a while for the contamination to drop away. So that's cool. So maybe we don't need those. I'm going to, yeah, we might be okay with those. Let's at least minimum prioritize that stuff. We've got a lot of other stuff going on. We didn't get the, oh, we did get the contamination barriers in here, but it looks like we need a few more. So, yep. Oh well, we'll work on that next bad side. They're still working on the stuff in the hole. I did build an extra 2 gear workshop and an extra plank workshop and storage to support those, because we were very low on some gears, mainly from building those large water tanks. And we're still trying to build the centrifuge, and this got finished. So, yep, let's hit the button, get going, and bad tide ends, and we will see if this at least helps clear this area. So these are configured off of contamination in the standard way that I like to do it. So this should open when the contamination is low. We should probably have this one set as well, but I'll have to manually open this one in a bit. These are all pre-configured. I also put in another water dump because we ran out of water. So yeah, that was a thing. And I had to do some emergency things because everything ran out of water basically. So yep, these guys are managing to pull water out of this slightly polluted soup, which is cool. Over here we're waiting for this to fill up before they can start pumping water. This guy is pumping some water, which is cool. Yeah. So yeah, this district basically ran out of water, and that meant that the other district ran out of water. So I think one long-term objective, longer term, is to get maybe to this island and put a district crossing from the center district to the new district, so that we can distribute stuff without having to go through. Yep. So I guess the disadvantage of this approach is we're getting a lot of water running through the channel, and it's maybe not clearing out of these areas. I'm not sure. And we could probably section this piece off because it doesn't add anything except holding bad water that we don't really want. So yeah, how's this doing? This is still quite contaminated. So probably something that we need to do is look at, I think I've spoken about that, focusing the water flow. Probably, actually, if we turn this into a water tank, that will help, because that will force water to sweep through this way and clear out the areas we need to clear out. I think we should block this off so that it can't store bad water. Probably working from here. Maybe using terrain. terrain blocks would be good to do that. And we can cover some land, but we need to do it gradually. So, yeah. But that all looks much, much cleaner, which is good. It's down to 6%. And I guess the problem is that if it takes a long time to clear, we are not pumping water efficiently. That is an issue. This guy's got clean water, which is good. Over here, we're almost there. But we've got this kind of pool of bad water sat there, which I don't like. Don't like that. Ain't not a lot we can do. Let's plant a few more chestnut trees. So as we work on replacing the oak trees with chestnuts. So I'm glad I put this one in now, because otherwise we'd be struggling for pumping water over here. Right, here we go. Water's going in there. Brilliant. This one is down. It's almost there. But what we need is this one. And this is taking its time. So same over here. So we do need to do something to improve this. I am open to suggestions, although I'll have probably recorded the next video before you guys get to comment. I don't think we can just block this corner off. I do wonder if we cut a channel in to link up to this, whether that would pull that. Another bad tide coming in 3 days. This is not good because we are not pumping water. So there we go. We are about to be able to start pumping water. So let's let water into here. Get this filled up. So that's good. This one is still not open, but that's less of an issue because we have water in here. So it's now a case of the race to fill the water tanks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep this one for now, 6. We've got 7 of these big water pumps, so we are shifting a lot of water. So we might be okay. We've got 3 of them over here. We've got a lot of water to fill up, so make sure that they are suitably prioritized. I mean, they do hold a lot of water themselves, so they should keep going. And then over here, we've just got the 1. Maybe we should have more than 1 over here as well. I definitely think this is going to be a rough bad tide. We need longer working days. They can have a break afterwards. And I'll be back. Yes, so we do have a problem looming, it feels like. And I was trying to ponder solutions while I took a bit of a break. Obviously, long-term solution we're working on. Need to stop building it, but we're working on it. Short term, we just need the ability to pump water quicker. And I think that comes from putting water pumps somewhere where we get clean water quicker, which is through here. This cleans out very quickly. And we basically have a space up here we could do that. So I think we want to remove all of this, so we will get access from both sides. It probably isn't going to have an effect this time, but hopefully will next time. So path, I'm going to run a path along there, and we've got a path here, so we can do that. And then this is actually wide enough to build large water pumps on. So certainly with a bit of additional platformage. No, not there. Because a big part of the problem with our inability to restock water is purely that water pumps don't start. The majority of our water pumps, no, he didn't mean to do that, don't kick in until much later in the drought or in the temperate season. So we were to put one there, we could, with a bit of platforming, put another one here. And we can get a few more around here, and we can just use that as an approach to deal with this. So that's the plan. There is probably benefit actually in trying to prioritize the build of that so that we get an extra water pump going, because we have a lot of empty water tanks, and that's not good. That's not good. So the same over here, and maybe we do the same thing. And so there's two things that I want to do over here. Actually, let's pause it so we've got the time to do those two things. The first one, it's a bad tide actually, so it's not going to work. It would work in a drought. I prioritize that, not deprioritize it. And then we're going to go water, large water pump. And let's high prioritize that. So what I want to do is, and it's not worth doing it because we've got bad tide coming, is run some explosives from this into here. And maybe, I don't think, no, we can't make that any deeper, but what that should let us do is pump out this little channel of water that we made. So it will give this colony access to water for longer, which is a good thing. And maybe quicker. So, yeah. We'll see if we can get those done fairly swiftly. Getting that built, which is good. So, but we need to focus on other things. Challenges and opportunities again. It will give that a bit of priority, and get this done and fixed over here. Did I did not. I did say we've got a day. I wonder if we can get another water pump built over here as well. Water pump. Go. Let's see if we can, and if we can get a bit more water in this district as well. Make sure we've got our full complement of builders. We've got some of the materials that we need, but not all of them. So let's see how we can get on. And then, yeah, we need to start thinking about finishing building this big old water tank. Yeah. So what I'm thinking with putting these in, and actually we've got the first one in, so let's high prioritize it and prioritize by haulers. And don't let me forget, we're going 24-hour workday for the last day. So get done as much as we can. Wake up. Wake up. Wow, you're really tired. As soon as we get into the bad tide, I'll reduce that. But for now, we need them working as hard as possible. Why is it that water is always so challenging? Why? I don't know. I don't know, but it is. So no sleep for the beavers until the morning. Oh, we've even got this guy going. That's... Did I detonate that? I did detonate that. No, we need to... Let's not worry about that. Let's focus on things we can influence. So, yeah. Which is essentially this stuff. So... once you've done that, there we go. So now that's prioritized. So we would want to do another large water pump with a path. There we go. It's going to be too late, isn't it? But hey. And then maybe we come round. So that would look something like there, probably. So we would have to do doubles. We can really ram that in the corner, can't we? Like that. And we could have terraformed it, but and large water pump, large water pump, large water pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, that old saying, overkill is underrated. There we go. That should fix the problem. If we get there. Well, we will. How many beavers we have left when we get there is a different question. So let's go back down to like a 16-hour working day now. Yeah. Here comes another bad tide. Come on. Cycle 30 already. Wow. So, yep. Bad tide coming through. We did not get that built, so we can now deprioritize it because it's not urgent anymore. It was, it's not now. Still water there, so we should maybe control this off of contamination. I think. For now, we will manually enable these pumps around here that have access to good water, and you can pump all of that dry. Right? Yeah, there's still some good water in here for now, not for long, but for now. So we have, let's do some sums. I don't know if this is annoying when I do this, but it's really important for me to know how much I need to panic, basically. 245. I do times 3 rather than times 2 and a bit to give us a bit of margin. So that's 735 water a day times 21 days. It's 15,000. So actually we're not that far off. So, and we do have our big reservoir here to pump out. So, which we will do. So this one is, that's still pulling water actually, as is that one. This worked, so there's fresh water in here, which is cool. These all worked as well. So, oh wow, this is built. I completely forgot we were putting this in. So what we can do is we are going to need to delete a piece of the path, and we can hook this up there, and actually there's a fair bit of power in there, so I would like to delete these, but not until we've replaced them, and we can't do what I want to do because of the bad tide. I want to put in a whole load more power wheels, so probably what we're going to be looking to do instead is clearing out the birch trees. They will start slowly filling this up. I wish there was a way of transferring the power, but there isn't. So let's get rid of you. We need to place a piece of dynamite there to get to the power connection. Probably need some paths. So that would be a good idea so that we can power large windmill. How far can we go down here? There. Okay. There. I'm going to explode that so it's not in the way. Cool. Right. This is now a pretty toxic soup, so let's pause you. You're paused. You're paused until late on. That's good. Yeah, so I am going to prioritize building all of this stuff so that it actually happens. It is ready for when the bad tide ends, because otherwise we will be struggling again. These are actually getting built, which is interesting, but hey, you know, in a better position for water. That's getting pumped out. This I forgot to close, but it looks like it was okay. This one doesn't matter so much, but we will close that now. And let's have a look at the contamination is affecting this bit, which is weird because I've got the barriers in. I'm kind of confused there. And down here, I guess it's kind of expected, and we probably do need to throw in some contamination barriers. Probably what we need to do is something like this. So we have to contamination barrier and then ladder. So we'll do those one at a time, so we keep one of the ladders so we can keep tending to stuff. We do need to have a look at food at some point, but kind of we have a bunch of issues, so let's deal with them. Pause you. So we'll do our standard pause, unpause, pause, pause, unpause, pause. Can we set? Oh, we can. Let's set those in advance. Pause. But I don't forget. And yeah, that's good. That's good. Right. So these guys are building stuff. Need to blast that so that we can do a high power shaft. We need to work on connecting those in as we go. Let's put a staircase there and there. And we will delete the birch trees. And might knock all that down to be the same level as this. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll then need to do, where does the next one go? There. There. We'll let them build that one before we put the power shafts in. Let's go back over here. We'll be working on So they're working on nothing because they're asleep, but I have noticed we've got a contaminated beaver over here. And we haven't imported any antidote. So let's do that. I'm completely lost. There we go. I'm not sure how he's managed to get infected, but we have antidote, so hopefully that will help. Yeah, everything is not flooded, so it's still very close, but not flooded. So not sure how he's got infected, but he has. So right, let's pause those. Yeah, let's get back to this. Is gaining some power slowly. Do I just delete these? No, they've got so much power stored in them. I really don't want to until we've got a much better solution. Are we importing paper? We are not. So would be a problem when you're trying to build things that use paper. So let's do that. I do wonder if we should make this. I guess we'd have to make it wider because we can't go deeper. Maybe we make it one wider. Next time we can actually get down there. Oh, cool. They've got most of this built. I think it looks all right. Whether it should be symmetrical, I don't know. But, so they've just got the rooftop terrain to build, and then we'll have a look at the next bit of building over there. So they're focused on building these, obviously. Duh. We should be in a much better place come the next wet season for doing this. It's only 3, yep, that's okay. They are actually in the water, just. That's good. Looks like we've cut down all of the oak trees over here, so let's do that, and then let's cancel tree cutting, and you can go away. So the idea being that we get more chestnuts. Yep. We've got the paper for that. So yeah, food-wise, let's have a look. So in this district, we've got a lot of bread, carrots, and potatoes. We've got small amounts of chestnuts and maple syrup, and I guess we are making maple pastries and then they are getting eaten. That would be my guess, because the bad tide meant that we didn't produce as much maple syrup as we would have expected. So, and it's taking quite a long time to replace these trees. That's okay, we'll get there. So yeah, so in terms of food for this district, we're okay. We're okay. Over here we've got a lot of food, but not many raw ingredients. So again, we've got a lot of potatoes, bread, carrots. So I'm kind of wondering if in the packaging plant we could make the combined meal, which is potatoes, bread and carrots. Potato and bread, carrot and bread sandwich, I guess, to use for exporting. If we were to do that, we would need to get power into this building. But we do have the universal power shaft, so we could drop power under the path here, kind of like I'm doing on the Mega Build series. So, or we could build it out over the water over here. Either one is an option. I think this is probably the option we will take. It was a 4-long building, I think. Food, packaging plant. Yep. So do that. And once once it's built, we will do the... Oh, God. Who knows which one it's called? One. It's 2 down from the top. So... Packaged food basic, I guess. Why do we want to do that? Well, good question. Well asked. There's a whole other side of the map that we have not looked at yet, and I want to start to get to, I think, these 2 islands, maybe these 3. There's a lot of metal and there's another mine here, or up here. Either way, I want to get to this side of the map. I want to play with the geothermal power plant. That might happen on the Mega Build series. I also want to play with trains. I know. So these use scrap metal. I thought they actually use metal. Scrap metal is better. So yeah, I want to have a play with the trains because I've not used them before. And that could help us out with some of the other stuff we've got going on. Let's see now what these guys are working on. Our builders are... Where are our builders? They should be glowing blue. Are they really working on those? I guess they are. Wow, they almost built one of those. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're just going to let this colony carry on. It's got food and water. So hopefully they will import a bunch of water. If not, we can do the trick that I mentioned because this water tank is full. And our other colonies are okay for water, which is good. Did they get these built? No, I'm going to prioritize that. We can then switch the other one as well. That's all built, which is cool. That's good. We should probably... Let's let them finish everything on this housing area, and then we'll look at building the next one. I think maybe we look at this area next. We do them in blocks, maybe, I think. Yeah. In terms of housing and stuff, we are short beavers, but we have lots of kits, so that should resolve itself. We are excess beavers. Okay, so let's hook up this guy, and we can also start knocking down this. So I'm going to use single dynamite, so it'll be easier. Let's prioritize building the power shafts. Guess we had to use 3 for some weird reason to do with this beastie. They're in, so let's do this one, high priority, and this one, and then hopefully we can put another large windmill. We can. Awesome. These are generating... This will be 1,000 extra HP, which is good. Because even though we're in a bad tide and we're in full flow, these wheels are doing nothing because... I know it's because this is all open, but if we restrict the flow, we are potentially messing things up. So, yeah, kind of nervous about doing that. So we might be okay over here because we're just, in theory, just bringing in the bad tide. And really, we should be putting power wheels in here. This thing rips and would give us lots of power. Apart from the fact that we've got Folktails that have got the pathetic power wheels and it would be too deep. So, Whereas over here, we are generating 60 HP. So in terms of priorities, their priorities are this. And this stuff is normal priority, so that's okay. If we wanted to start our water tank, we would be looking at... Do we go real big? I think we do. So we would be looking at there. Perfect. As they say, go big or go home. And the beavers are already home. So instead, we will go big. And we will start building the first wall. We will need to get to this island to clear those birch trees off. But yeah, let's low prioritize it. But that's a thing. Definitely a thing. I mean, it's over here. No, that's built. Those are all built. They are working on building this, which is cool. We're really out of planks. We are. Wow. I guess everything is going into these things, which are really important, but equally, you know. So let's think about our next housing area. And I think this one we build, genuinely think we're okay for storage of most things that we need to store a lot of. Cattail flour we could do with some storage for. But we could do that. Where are we milling? We're milling cattail flour here. So what I think we'll do is put in a couple of pit piles just there. Deal with that. That will do just fine. So yeah, I think we're going to sink the housing because it is easier. That will let us get in two of these jobbies. So we can then delete some of the other stuff. Yeah. How are we doing for stone? We've used a bit, so let's... And we should probably, just to be safe, be importing it here as well. Just in case. Just in case. I'm going to reprioritize this. Otherwise, I'm worried that they won't build it in time. That's okay. And we could, just because it's fun. It's closed. Yep. We can do this. Detonate. And then, yeah, what we would do is we would put a dam piece there. And that would allow that to be filled up when we have water. detonate these as well, because explosions are fun. Come on. There we go. I wasn't sure where to go from there, so I think we're going to have to cut across and into what's going to become our new reservoir. See, we also need to come across here to delete all of these trees. Again, I'm stacking up so much building work for what is an incredibly small colony. I wonder if we should put in a builder's hut and reduce the number of haulers. Why are you exporting grilled potatoes and gears? You should not be doing that. Gears, grilled potatoes. You should not be doing that. No need. How's our storage of stuff? Planks are non-existent. But hey, it's a job we will get to. Right, let's blow this up and delete that, and then put in all of the explosives in there. So this is now generating enough power, so it should be charging this up. So we could delete these now. So we're using battery smooths. Clutches would be useful because we could engage the batteries and direct the power from these into there, but we can't do that, so I'm just going to do this. And I'm pretty sure that the beavers can't get down to get to that rubble for now. We will give them access when, actually it's always toxic soup, so we will not give them access until we get bots. Detonate. And then, yeah, I think that we just chop this down. No, you be the same level. Just make everything easier. So, landscaping, dynamite. Go. Can they go? They can. So, yeah, that will knock that all down to the same level. We can put in a bunch of windmills, and hopefully between that and our huge battery will be good for powering all of our stuff. They can work on that. Over here, we've built a centrifuge yet? No. Let's give that a bit of priority so we actually get it finished. Yeah, what we're going to do here is we're going to put into the pit warehouses. We're going to make those for cat's out flour, and we're going to prioritize building those. And because we can, we're going to put roofs on them. So they're working on that. They're also working on both of these. Metal blocks is constantly an issue. I so wish we could get power off of this. If we were playing Iron Teeth, this would be amazing for power generation. Yeah, I think having it so that it comes into this pool first and then through really is dragging a lot of the bad water in. It's good. It's good. So, right, everything over here looks okay. Oh wow, they've got the explosives in. Let's detonate that. Do housing, you, and then what we could do is well-being, rooftop terrace. We could do them at the back, just for a bit of variety. There we go. Yeah. What I'm going to do is at the front, just do the little roof pieces. I kind of like those. And once those are built, we'll maybe, I don't know, maybe delete this one, put some storage under here. Yeah, maybe do that. And then remove these warehouses. That would work, wouldn't it? Yeah. You paused. Have I got you pause, unpause, pause, pause, unpause, pause. Oh wow, they are throwing that stuff in fast. Cool. And back over here, everything's going quite slowly. I'm guessing shortage of planks. Constantly a shortage of planks. How can we address that? I think what we do, we're going to need more planks first, but do we delete those? So what I'm thinking is we do that. You can stay. Delete you, which I know disconnects a bunch of stuff, which is bad. I prioritize building the universal power shaft. And then that will bring power up. We can use that to transfer it into the buildings. So. And I think we start building a new industrial area in here. Or an expanded industrial area. So what I'm thinking, because I kind of wanted to specialize each of the areas. We grow a lot of our wood here. Might need to expand that as well. We grow a lot of our wood here. So I'm thinking that we eventually specialize this in woodwork. So planks, gears, treated planks. And we produce bad wood here, so maybe we have the extract production here. Not sure. Over here, we specialize in processing metal and water. So we're going to have a big reservoir here. And then this is just kind of our capital district. Does a bit of everything. Yep, does a bit of everything. And then I we need to start doing bots at some point. So maybe we create a bot district somewhere where the bots are made and they get sent out to the different districts. So yeah, I'm trying to do this a little bit different. So, you know, lots of districts doing lots of smaller districts. I think that's kind of almost needed with how this map works because it's so spread out. Yeah. That's where we're going. But yeah, metal blocks is constantly an issue. Metal blocks, planks, and gears are constantly an issue. So, you know, what we could do is we could just run power down here, put the industry in here. We could even, to enable that, we could knock down some of this area, build industry in this bit. Even move the 2 campfires because we don't really need 2 campfires over here. But these guys don't have a lot of well-being stuff, so we got put in more accommodation yet either. So. Yeah. Well, I got that built. Cool. So this can be tested in 7 days. You can just check that this bit works. How's this looking? Yeah, they're being kept busy. They're being kept busy. So I don't really want to bring in more beavers until these guys have got a way of making their own food. That's going to come. This big water tank will just keep stuff hydrated. So, or we can farm up as through here. Or we have a train that brings in food. So, and probably we need to be thinking about specializing a district that makes gear, not makes food, that does the farming. That's going to be interesting with how this map works. And maybe we have to do it by doing something like we do here, but protecting it from the water. So we emptied this out, but we have 7 days left, lots of water, so that's good. Maybe I can worry less about running out of water now. That would be nice. Still not built this. Please tell me you are still importing these. You're not. Force import gears. Very annoying that that keeps changing itself. It's kind of annoying that this isn't running. But we actually need to make this one wider. We're going to put 3 wide buildings backed up to this, I think. We may as well begin the process of deleting this stuff that we won't need. Now let's recover some materials. Cool, so they've got that new housing bit built, so let's delete this one. What's this? A bulletin pole. We can delete that for now. And we will bury some storage in here. We can get rid of these. And these probably. Don't stand on it. So if we go down 6, we can do 2 lots of large warehouses stacked on top of each other. And to be, we've got some spare storage, so that's okay. More is more better. So I think we'll keep going, and oops, that might be why we got a contaminated beaver. We got a path there still. No, we got rid of the stairs there. Let's delete this so no one is encouraged to somehow get down and use it. That way they should be able to, but you never know with beavers. guess what we need to do is what I did here. Probably want 5. All the way along. 2, 3, 4, 5. We have carrots, bread, potatoes, paper, and then packaged food basic. Packaged food bakery, packaged food basic. That's set to supply. These are set to obtain. And that will give this guy the ingredients he needs. And we will eventually give them a large storage. So there's time. Go. Then do triples round there and doubles there. Actually not a big enough area. We might do medium warehouses because I really don't want to delete big water tanks at this point. And we could, because we don't lose the water. And we've got spare capacity. If you're redesigning an area, redesign an area. To prioritize picking up as much of that as we can. You see that all of the stuff is on the floor. And you can do that. Pick up huge piles of stuff. Yeah, 1,300 water in that pile. Wow. Don't accidentally delete it. Yeah, so we'll put a load of warehouses in the bottom and then we'll put the tanks on top again. And then maybe we can get rid of that tank. I've got that many spare beavers here. Oh. Various buildings maxed out. Yes. Cool. So yeah, this guy should now be making the packaged foods. And they should be going in there and off to the stuffs. Gear workshops are running pretty efficiently, which is good. Over here, that's built. So right, let's put in the rest of the platforms, and then we're going to go wood, 2 planks, 1, 2 gears. Yeah. And then if need be, we can mirror it the other side as well. We just bring power across here like that. And if we prioritize that one, that will transfer power. There we go, into the buildings that don't have power. And then in a similar style to logs, planks, gears. I will obtain logs. We'll just store planks, and we will supply gears. And that means this district can finally produce its own gears. One day, this district can do a big explosion. And that opens up the potential to build a lot more windmills. So go 1, 2, 3, so there, and then 1, to... What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? There, 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 there. So probably it would be sensible to run a path along that. And then we can delete this path. And we can hook all of this up. Go. Depending on which order they build it in, we'll then get a load more power. And these guys will be producing gears and planks and stuff. We'll all be happy. Right, over here. Oh wow, they got most of that explosives. I think probably all the explosives they can get to placed. No. Yeah, they can get to some of those. And we're going to need to bring a path through here. Crappy. No one likes birch trees. Don't mention that they saved us at the start. But yeah, the idea is this is perpetual power. So as long as we get enough to run at least a couple of smelters, I'll be happy. Yeah. Those should be paused but low priority. We've got 2 days left. It is time to go from normal to super high priority on that. Let's get that done. What's up with you? You're injured. We have 14 incapacitated beavers. Please tell me we have medical beds in this district. We do. Maybe not enough. Let's throw in a few more randomly placed medical beds, shall we? Because an injured beaver is not a productive beaver. They are getting all of that water picked up, which is cool. We do want to get those rebuilt fairly swiftly, but we've still got 10,000 capacity there, 6,000 capacity over here, so, and we've got about, have a look, I guess, 1,800 over here, so we're pretty good for water actually, in terms of capacity. Just need to fill it up and get it all pumped, so I need to stop planning endless jobs for the beavers. So let's fix this. Do contamination barrier as a high priority job. And then we'll do that just for symmetry's sake. That should hopefully deal with it. This is not real, this contamination here. Just the way the water works in the game. So this didn't quite work, but yeah. Definitely next time, I think we need to focus on our food. We're reducing an excess of things like Spadadoc. So, but we've got 250 beavers already, so I'm going to give some priority to those so they get hooked up and used. This thing is cool. Battery Smooth, you're a very clever man. Very cool. They're getting there with this stuff. They're getting there. They are getting there with this stuff as well. Cool. Hopefully the gear and plank situation is improving over here. Not really. Not really. Why are you guys all stood around? Oh, you're apparently working by standing in the doorway. Okay. They're actually doing a pretty good job, so I'll stop having a go at them. Over here, we are doing a pretty good job as well of keeping these trees cut down so we can use them. Chestnut trees are up. The gatherer flag does chestnuts, so he should be good to cover the whole area. Yep. That's good. What's the builders here working on? Do they have they do have dynamite. Really like them to be working on this. So let's make them. There we go. Do your job. This district has 18 spare beavers. I'm going to go away because we're about to turn on all of the water pumps. So we need to make sure that this one is a priority workplace, and the same with this one when it's built. Yeah. Start refilling the water because it's quite low. Again, it's going to take a while to all flow through. I almost wonder if there would be benefit in trying to channel fresh water down to here so that it then scoops this out. Yeah. But these are already producing water, which is great. That's exactly what I wanted. These guys can be paused for now. And you can be paused for now. Until we actually get water to use. So, bad water. We are basically full, so I'm going to drop you down to 1. And you're producing water now, which is good. Explosives, let's give them a bit of a path. If I had a path like that, can I actually fit smelters in? You can. Brilliant. I fit quite a lot of industry there, so good. So we're going to want to run our through here. Let's do a relatively straight power line, shall we? So, there we go. So we do need to either... we're not be able to explode that, are we? So, we'll need to do a little bit of jinking the power through there. Then what I think we do is flywheels, medium vertical framed flywheels, and when we do a pack of 3 of those, we then come down and then we do metalwork smelters. 1, 2, 3. We need to detonate that piece and then we can have 4 smelters running here. I think if I do that, I should be able to reach that. There's 2 singles because I don't know if we have extract in this district. I think we do. And low prioritize all of that. But that means we can export metal rather than scrap metal, which is more useful, obviously. Right. How are we looking? That's the cool thing. Our water supply is going back up. We've not really had to connect like we were before. So that's nice. And what it also means is we can build this up and save it for... Oh, we got this built. Awesome. So, advanced, attached to stream gauge. That one. We basically want to mirror the settings. So 0.65. I've got a drought coming good. 0.65, 0.5. Pause when above 0.65. Can I get 0.65, please? Oh, tricky. Sometimes I slow the mouse down. Sorry, can't talk. Mousing. 0.5. 0.5. I wish you could type numbers in here. Let's just adjust. Can't get. Need my DPS back. Can I get this? There we go. They match. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to. So they're not going to run at full efficiency because they've only got 159 horsepower of the huge amount of power that they need. That's why we put this here, because I do want to work on improving that with some sort of power generation. But once this opens, we can just do a bulk fill. We don't seem to be struggling to keep that full, which is quite nice. It's taking them an awful long time to build these. I guess they need planks, which they're probably short of, so let's keep working on the power shaft. Okay, there, and then we can do a straight run into those. So do we build that? Power's going to be constant. You don't need to build a power bank particularly. So maybe we go my power shaft and then straight into the smelters. Please tell me that that's a power connection. Let's test it. It is. Cool. 2, 3, and we can put our 4 smelters in without needing to to do this. So, might as well detonate that. That's good. So, now, at the moment, we only have power to run 2. So we will pause these 2 until we expand the power grid a bit more. Right, I think this is a really long video because I've recorded it in chunks, so we're going to call it a day. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed this one. Oh man, we've got our almost our full new power grid in. That's cool. Let's just let the beaver build this last one because I'm really curious to see how much power we're generating. We might not need to worry about these wheels is what I'm thinking. No, I think we're good. We have managed to fill the large flywheel completely. Oh yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. As always, comments, questions and suggestions are welcome, and I will see you next time.